Couple words about aging. Um, Growing up, my mom always had such a strong sense of wisdom, and as much as I could, whether it was superstitious, her wisdom or not, I paid attention to what she told me. She said, never make fun of people with disabilities. And so I learned that, and it was instilled in me, and I tried not to. But you know what? Getting old is a whole other story, because I have never, ever, in all of my time, made fun of long nose hairs on people, right? And I just found another one right here. It's like every time I breathe in, I feel it go here, and then when I breathe out, I feel it go there, and it's so annoying, eh? So it like kind of made me sneeze, and it's just one of those really thick, wiry ones. And as I was breathing in and out, it was moving, and I couldn't help but notice it. And sometimes it makes a whistle, so as I age, I don't know what I ever did to anybody to have a long nose hair here and there that's irritable. Same with ear hair. I've never made fun of any old man's ear hair or any old woman's nose hair, so what did I do to deserve this? Anyways, we'll talk about something better next time. Loony ass boon gone foony. They ask, what is a foony? It's 5 times a loony. Silly ass. Grill flash. Don't fuck around. Don't fuck around. I know you get it. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say. I ain't much of a singer. It's even harder when you don't know the words, but it's like you got this warped, distorted version of the way that the words should be on a song. All those years of singing along drunk and high and acting like you know the words, but you actually don't. So you just kind of make up your own words thinking that you knew the whole time, and then when you go sober and clean, then all of a sudden you realize, look, I actually never knew the fucking words. Man, act like you know. Coming and running 100 million miles and gunning and stunning and drumming into something that is becoming ribbit rabbit and tribbit and trapping and sitting back and trying to make it happen, but it never happens. So you got to do what it do and keep clapping and moving along and grooving so strong, y'all. And little Georgie would build a firelight. Word to Bob Marley. This one time I was, no, not at band camp. I knew that's exactly what you were thinking. Walking with my brother. We were walking and we looked over and we were sober and clean and just walking home up on Nalabila and Kitimat, BC. And you know how people, they say never cry wolf. And anyways, he goes, holy fuck, there's a bear over there. Paul, there's a bear over there. Started laughing. Yeah, whatever. Quit fucking around. Quit messing around, you liar. No, I'm serious. And then I saw that he was kind of like serious. So I looked over and there was a black bear there across the road while we were walking on the sidewalk on the other side of the road. So then like I hear its nails charging and scratching across the pavement right towards us. And then it does a 90-degree angle turn right towards us as we're walking with our backs to this thing. And then I can still hear its nails kind of shuffling towards us at a creeping pace, kind of like creeping up on us. So anyways, I was like, Everett, man, just chill, okay? Everything's gonna be okay. Just walk straight. Don't look back. Just keep walking naturally. It's gonna realize we ain't fish. We ain't salmon. And, to the relief of my heart, I looked back and it was running off into the grass. So that's one thing that, my mom always pointed out. And that wasn't wisdom superstition. It was like, don't lie too much, because when you lie and people catch you as a liar, and I jokingly lie a lot, just to go, got you, just to sucker people in and tell outrageous lies to check the threshold of where their belief is, how far you can go before they say, damn, you're a liar and I don't believe you. Anyways, when you lie, nobody believes you, and then when you tell them something serious, all of a sudden it's like, yeah, right. And it could be an actual emergency. And then they won't believe you that it's an actual emergency. And then what? You know? It's going to be a lack of response. And then the emergency could turn into, a disaster. So make your lies obvious if you're joking. You heard? Roots, paper, and brew. Ooh. It's a bear paw design. So, as an artist, you're going to find there's some struggles you have, and that is you can't always be on point in predicting what the person wants. Like, if someone orders a tattoo design. This, for example, was a bear paw. So, especially when it's through Messenger or whatever, you don't see the person face to face. Careful with that kind of business. You never know who you're talking to, all right? You can get easily conned and ripped off. You don't want to let that happen, man. You want to get paid what you deserve, what you're owed. If you're going to be honest and righteous and legitimate and, out of the goodness of your intentions, and people take your kindness for weakness and take you for granted, take advantage of you, something's wrong, man. You got to make a change, man. You got to toughen up. Anyways, so this is a tattoo design that somebody ordered. I'm not going to mention any names. It's not important, and it happens. But somebody ordered it, and then they wanted to know the price. They said okay at first about the price. I did the design. I said I can change it and do it differently. And then they didn't have the money. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just keep it. But after leading up into all the hype and spending so many hours on not only chatting, but also drawing the thing, and then having the courtesy to send them the picture and to see if they like it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I don't have the money now. Come on! What the heck? I just went through all this for nothing. And now it's just sitting here, and if you didn't like it, that was cool. I could have just said, no, I'm not going to judge you. I'll wait for the future. Maybe you want it in the future. But now I got this design. What am I going to do with it? And another dude owes me money, has owed me money. I spent more time chasing him down for money than I did actually drawing his design. No names mentioned again, but when you see them like, oh, I don't have the money right now, and then they're running into the cold beer and wine store, it's like, really? You don't have the money right now, but you're walking out with 248 packs, a Molson, and some Canadian coolers. Fine. Anyways, that design was given to them. The transaction was made, and then the person lost the design and then didn't want to pay me because they lost the design that I drew for them, the tattoo design. So, and that doesn't make sense. So stay on top of your business. That's all I'm saying. Just learn. You get to know people better. Don't let people waste your time. Love yourself. Love your time on earth. Stay with people that have the same righteous intentions that you do. Stay with your culture. And even though you be funny, sometimes you like to be an entertainer. And maybe people don't even want to watch your videos. Maybe people control your media intake and output. But still do your thizzle. Do your thing, man. Do it. Don't stop. One of my earliest childhood memories is down by the Kitimat River. And I'll tell you this story, but it's kind of requires a little bit of censorship. A guy pulls a salmon out of the river, and he starts milking the bottom, and all this white stuff just starts squirting all over the sand. And I'm like, I don't know, man. And then he pulls out a sack, right, and it's full of this white stuff. And I'm like, what is that? He starts laughing his ass off. He goes, you don't know what this is? I used to go to school in 94 at 380 East Hastings Street at a place called Outreach. These teachers, we used to try to smoke up and show up to school all high as shit. And we couldn't fool any one of them, even though we thought they were kind of naive. I don't think so, man. They were teaching us straight out of the belly of the beast, man. East Hastings. And there was all sorts of ODs, and we'd show up for school and there'd be like freaking needles, used ejected hypodermic needles that the addicts would shoot whatever they were shooting up, most likely heroin, right on the front steps. Anyways, we used to show up thinking we could get away with being stoned for school. And this right here is a cracker. Not in any derogatory or racist form of any type, just a regular salted cracker was the way they found out. So the cracker would come out, they'd be, here, chew this, and I'm not going to say any teachers' names. Eat this, and let's see if you can swallow it within 60 seconds. So you'd have to eat it. There's no way in hell you can chew and swallow a cracker when you're high, right? Even after a few tokes, man, you get the pasties and your salivary glands stop flowing and you're busted. So it's like, eat the cracker. Right now, fine. See? All done. But because I didn't smoke weed and I don't smoke weed, so I can digest the cracker. Used to catch us all the time. Spit test wouldn't do because we know how to save up a little bit of saliva. Cracker test. All you parents out there, learn from outreach. School we went to, you catch your kid. You know he's smoking weed. You know it. You can see it in his eyes, but when you can't, do the cracker test. It's like, or something similar to like what Smokey says on Friday. Weed. Be letting them know evil lurks. Man, you gotta love siblings, eh? I just had this memory. Okay, here, like siblings are the greatest. I love my brothers and sisters, and they're just so precious to me. Anyways, there's one who's like particularly rebellious, eh? He's my brother. His name is Bleep. I won't say his name in case he doesn't want to be mentioned on here, but his rap name is Campaign, so you'll never be able to figure out who he is. Anyways, he was just a little guy, eh? He's how many years younger than me? If he was born in 1985 and I was born in 79, so I'm 6 years older than him. And he used to love the chase, you know how you get that thrill when your older brothers and their friends are around, and you can be a little shit and you can like get on their nerves and get them coming at you and you can run, and there's just that thrill of excitement while you're running away from them because you know they're right on your tail and they're gonna come and get you. Anyways, my brother was like that, eh? But he was the brave. He's still brave, man. He's a brave warrior. What up, bro? Anyways, he would say, he'd peek around a corner and he'd be like, let me see if I can reenact this. He'd be like, Paul. He'd be like, Paul. And I'd look over, what? You asshole. And he'd turn and he'd sprint in the other direction. And sure enough, I'd get up and chase him, and he wanted a beat down. I mean, I never beat him severely, but I would pin him down and he'd be laughing, or else I would tickle him until he cried. But you gotta love those little brothers and sisters, you know. They give you something to hound. Do you hate that when you're not really paying attention to a conversation and you're just like, yeah, yeah. And then the person telling the story is like, and then what did he say? Remember? I can't remember. And then you look at him and like, oh shit, what were you talking about again? There's a lot going on in here. Any of you guys out there ever have a girlfriend, you know, like a friend who's a girl, but not your like girlfriend, just a girl who's a friend? And anyways, you guys are out and about and having fun and you made plans, and then all of a sudden she meets this other friend who's like got a car and he's more well endowed and he has more money and he's just cooler and got more swag and everything like that, you know, the whole shit. And so she keeps you hanging on, and then you guys kind of like, hey, she introduces you to him, and then y'all like get in his car and you'll drive around, and then you're just waiting for the moment when it's like, this is your exit, this is where you got to get off, goodbye, we're going somewhere to do something, and you have like these mixed emotions. You're like, you know, they're taking off to do their thing, and you get the boot. And that's the end. She sells you, poor little you, out for big old, well endowed, more money having, car driving motherfucking him. Well, poor little you get the boot. They might have smoked a doobie with you to kind of console the whole entire ordeal. But there goes your friend who's a girl with a new boyfriend. And basically that was when things started disappearing, because he didn't want you in the way. He didn't want you having any influence over her heart, even if it was just as a friend. Anyways, yeah, that's happening when I was a teenager, man. I was just like, damn, what a sellout. What was that? That look you give when you're super overwhelmingly angry, like furious, but also really tired and lazy to do anything about the reason why you're angry. That was that look. Resonomics. When you hand paint your basketball number on because you don't got a jersey. Resonomics. Nice team though. That's brave. We're clam diggers. Hand cut and sewn clam diggers. I don't remember the last time I seen anybody wear clam diggers. Don't ever judge a man. Born in 79 and raised in the 80s, you heard? Guess what? And I love neon clothes. Them slouch socks that women used to wear. You know, those big, really slouch neon socks that the women in the 80s used to wear with really tight spandex. I developed a fetish for those socks. But it's gone now, so don't worry, I'm not a freak. Okay, bye. Alright, I'm about to make an exit. Before I do, I'm gonna do one more for old time's sake. My forehead is so greasy. Alright, listen to this one. My forehead is so greasy that my pregnant mom slapped me when I was a kid and thought she had lotion on her hands and it cured her winter skin. And she named the baby Jergens. Don't you love it when you can laugh and it doesn't look like you're laughing like that? Try it, man. Try it. Anyways, listen. This has been a fun little production. You know, fuck, sometimes I just get so bored. And when I'm bored, I just think I need an outlet, you know? So I hope you enjoyed some of the content of this. You know, I know it's kind of lengthy, but oh wow, look. Be patriotic. Love yourself. Love your fam. Love your creator. If you're sober and you have one of those stressed out challenges where you feel like you're alone, you're never alone, man. Millions and millions and millions of people out here that struggle with maintaining their sobriety, right? And my mom, she's been sober for going on to 19 years. And I never thought when she was a drinker that I would see the day when she did. And Mom, I love you so much. I just love what you've done with your life. Just want to let you know that I hope you enjoyed this and you don't get too embarrassed. But my wife too, she's been sober for over 5 years and really helped lead me in this direction. So I'm really thankful to my mom and my wife, my mom Miriam, my wife Christy. Give respect and credit where it's due. There's a lot of other people. I just really feel that this kind of thing helps me, you know, and I'm not going to break down into tears But if I do, pass me the tissues.